And welcome to the Limitless Landscapers podcast. I'm Paula, and today I'm here with Charlotte.
And this is Futurescape edition.
Yes, Futurescape edition, filmed right here in London.
So we are going to be doing a lovely, fun Q&A session today, based on seeing so many lovely people at Futurescape, and then basically saying the best episodes are the ones where you get to know us.
Yeah, fantastic. So listen into the show.
As the co-founders of the Landscaper Circle, we help you get more money, time and freedom to become limitless through our experiences as fellow landscapers and our tried and tested methods. If you want help with your marketing, managing or growing your business, you've definitely come to the right place. If you're a landscaper, garden designer or supplier to the industry, then hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get back to the show.
So I'm going to be reading off some popular Q&A questions that I found, and we're just going to be giving our honest answers. So first of all, Paula, when we weren't allowed to work in the office, what did you miss most about working in the office?
Probably seeing people on a daily basis. So not working in the office with you guys meant I was working on my own a lot. So that's probably what I miss, social interaction.
Yeah, I guess it's that stability as well. I guess it's that going in that I missed. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
So best piece of advice, if you fall off your bike, get back on again. And that's not just as in, if you fall off your bike, get back on again. It's also applied to life and business. So don't be afraid to try again if you, in your thoughts, fail, because everything that you think you're failing at is actually a lesson. So yes, if you fall off the bike, get back on again. What about you?
For me, I think it goes to it's fly or freak flag. So yes, so I'm gonna have to explain this. One of the creators, influencers, whatever you want to call her, that I follow, called Jira Bean, she's a social media specialist, and basically her, amongst others, I guess freak flag is like a term where it basically means we're all weirdos, we're all freaks. Like I think we all, particularly when you're an entrepreneur, you're putting yourself out there like we are right now on video or things like that, you notice things about yourself and you think, God, I'm weird. Like, God, I'm like just so of an outsider. But basically she's saying just fly your freakiness. Like, you know, I'm a Disney obsessed metalhead. That's what makes me. And, you know, Paula's a gym obsessed
entrepreneur.
Yeah. So that's what makes us. And trying to be quote unquote normal is not going to work for us. And again, this can be applied to business and in life, but you attract clients and you attract the right people in your life when you are yourself. And I think we can both attest to that.
100%.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book, I don't really have a favorite book, because if you didn't already know, I'm part of a book club. So every month we read a new book, and it's broadened my horizons on a literary level. I also like to read alongside that, because one book a month isn't enough for a bookworm like me. I also like to read one business book a month next to that. So just recently I finished Now What by Brad Burton. And that was a really well-timed book to read at that point in time in my life. So I don't really have a favorite book that I go back to. I like to read lots of different books and try to broaden my horizons, really.
Yeah, I mean, I have quite a varied taste as well, but I would say probably my favorite's one called All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. And it's because it's a really different story. It's based on her true story. It has been made to a film on Netflix, so you can search All the Bright Places, but I really recommend reading the book, because I just don't think, even though it's really well done, it just doesn't ever reflect the book itself. And I know I gave it to Paula and she was just like, why would you do that? I couldn't put it down. But it talks about mental health really well. Very different story. And yeah, I really like that one. What's one talent you have that nobody knows about?
I have no idea. Do I even have a talent? That's the question.
You do.
I don't know. Actually, I am pretty good at rock and roll dancing with my father-in-law. So you may not know, but prior to joining the realms of being an entrepreneur, I used to, when I was working in my day job, go to rock and roll dance classes with my father-in-law, who is now 77. And we used to do rock and roll every Wednesday evening. It used to be the highlight of my week. And then I started doing Sarok on my own. Obviously, my father-in-law doesn't live anywhere near me, so I used to do that as well. So actually, and I'm pretty freaking good at it, but yeah, it's just embarrassing doing it on my own. So I don't really do it as often as I like. I love it though. So whenever my father-in-law's down, We give the kids a little lesson in rock and roll, and my first dance, although started with Mike, ended with my father-in-law doing rock and roll. So yeah, that's maybe a talent, I don't know.
I guess for me, it's probably hula hooping. I know it's really random, but I've always loved hula hooping. And you know, the Wii Sport came out and then you could do hula hooping on there. I used to do it on there and people used to get really annoyed. They're like, you're basically not moving, but it's because it's all in your waist and not in your hips. But then I rediscovered it. I bought one a few months ago and I was sending Paula videos. Like, I haven't literally picked up an actual hula hoop probably since secondary school. So let's hope for the best here. And it was really good, and it was a weighted one as well, so I was quite proud of myself. What's your favorite guilty pleasure TV show? I've got one at the front of my mind.
Go on, throw it out.
Love Island.
Oh yeah. Forgot I even like that. But yes, I get a little bit obsessed by Love Island when it comes out. But actually, my all-time favorite guilty pleasure show is one that I actually applied for myself, called The Apprentice with Lord Alan Sugar. So probably my most pleasurable TV show that I watch every single year whenever I can. I got refused 3 times, but hey.
I guess for me, I'm torn between 2 and they're very, very different. So one is Teen Mum.
Yeah,
I've watched it since the day it began.
That's definitely
Other one's Deadliest Catch, which
oh god, yeah, she loves Deadliest Catch. I never knew about Deadliest Catch until Charlotte told me the ins and outs of everything.
Basically, they're crab fishers in Alaska on these huge boats, and my dad always had it on when I was a kid, and basically I grew up watching it, and that basically has meant I love it. Not because I'm interested in crabs or fishing or anything, but I think I'm just attached to the people and the drama that ensues on what is called the deadliest ocean, like the highest number of people killed. There's always like incidents going on, and it's just, yeah. So those are my 2, I guess.
Fantastic.
What is one task your family always expects you to do?
Organize. So my dad's really bad with this. He wants me to organize his entire life. So if we were going on holiday, I'd be expected to organize it, from finding out, researching, booking, planning, organizing him. Short of packing his bag, that's what he expects me to do. Same as the rest of my family, actually. They just expect me to be the organized one that will sort everything out. So they tell me something they want to do and I will make it happen.
To be fair, I feel like that's me as well. Like Jack my partner used to call me his PA, which is effectively
Mike calls me his PA.
Yeah, his PA. And then I started getting really rubbish with remembering things. He's like, what's happened to my PA? I was like, your PA is overworked. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
But I think being the dependable one in family is kind of, yeah, you're the one to go to when you need to get stuff done. Which Avenger would you want to be?
Well, my son would probably want me to be Black Widow. I don't know. I feel like I'm Captain America, to be honest.
I'd like to be Captain Marvel.
Oh, I'm going Captain America. You're Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Being able to go through space with no side note Q&A. I hate the idea of space. The fact that you take that off and then you suffocate and you die. I've seen too many movies where that happens and it freaks me out. So being able to not have to worry about that.
I kind of think
save the planet.
Yeah, I kind of think Captain America is cool because he's the leader. He's the ultimate leader. He tells everyone what to do, which I'm pretty good at. And also he leads everyone into a successful fight. So yeah, Captain America is awesome. However, side note, my favorite Avenger is Thor.
But that's for different reasons. If we're going on that, mine's Bucky Barnes, aka Sebastian Stan. Would you rather wake up early for the sunrise or see the sunset?
Oh, that's a hard one, actually.
I think I have to go for sunrise. Recently, back in August, I went away for a few days and it was this beachside house and it was beautiful. And I accidentally woke up early one morning, saw the sunrise and I was like, oh my God, like it just is beautiful. Because I feel like the sunset in the UK, it doesn't really set very well.
No, I think I've seen some amazing sunsets. Ibiza and Thailand being 2 random ones that I actually have watched the sunset. I don't think I've ever watched the sunrise, which is a very sad thing that I need to try and do, but I don't know which one I prefer.
Would you rather live where it always snows or where it's always above 90 degrees?
Or where it always snows. Because you can put on layers to keep warm, yeah? So you can put on lots of layers.
I am shocked.
But I can't bear being too hot.
This is the one. You want to move to New Zealand?
Yeah, but I don't know. But the one issue I have is being way too hot. Whereas if you're cold, you can go inside, put a fire on, cozy up. If it's boiling hot, how do you get cold?
thing is though, it's just because the UK is ill-equipped. If you're abroad, it's different because there's aircon in every room and you've got things.
And fans.
Problem is it's seen as like a snobby thing, I feel like, to have aircon in your house in the UK, which I don't understand because I personally freaking love it because I'm always permanently warm. But I think it's also just different, like it's muggy in the UK. So yeah, definitely for me, above 90 degrees. Would you rather sing, dance, act, or present in front of a large group?
None
That's what
of the above.
I knew.
However, I will take presenting anytime. What about you?
Yeah, present and then probably dance next.
Oh, I thought you'd both sing.
I love singing.
Yeah.
I can't sing very well, but I
Okay.
love singing, mainly in my car, because then no one has, well, people in the car have to listen to me. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? No,
Introvert.
yeah. But have you done the personality test where it gives you like a 4-letter thing?
Yeah, we did it, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm an INFJ, which
I
is
can't
interesting.
remember what it is.
I had to do it recently, but it's an INFJ. And interestingly, when we've spoken to people at Futurescape, they all think we're really like extroverted. I think because maybe we've done all the videos and the webinars and things, they're like, oh, you make it look so easy, like you look great on camera and blah blah blah, and I'm not like you.
I think that's quite an important point to raise, aside from the Q&A, that not everything is what it seems, and we all know this, but we don't like to admit it. Not everything is what it seems, and both myself and Charlotte are not naturals on camera. I know we probably seem like it now, but that's probably because we've been doing it for the best part of 3 to 4 years, and you just have to get used to it. And something that I'm going to have to get used to with Charlotte going is I'm going to have to take on that role of being presenter and being the face more so than I was before, doing things that are outside my comfort zone, such as presenting, such as delivering masterclasses, and just stepping outside of what my realm of comfort is. And I think it's the same for everyone. You may think someone's enjoying what they're doing, but it's probably just years of practice and years of just getting on with it.
If you are a TLC member, scroll back. The video content of our very first few topics is quality. Like all the information is great.
Yeah, the quality is awesome.
But if you watch us and then watch a recent video or watch this podcast, you'll be like, are these the same human beings? Like, because we'd never recorded videos before.
No.
We were very static, very unsure of ourselves.
Editing was awful.
Editing was awful because we were trying to be as scripted as possible so that we felt like we didn't make a mistake, which doesn't make any sense because you wouldn't know if we had. So yeah, it's just a stark contrast, and people think, they've come up to us, oh, you're really extroverted, particularly with the bright hair as well.
Yeah,
they
particularly
think,
Charlotte, they think because she's got bright hair, she's a massive extrovert, and I know she isn't, but everyone else just thinks she is.
I'm like, no.
And neither am I, which is not very good, is it?
But you make it work, and I think it does definitely get easier the more you do it.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling with confidence on videos or photos,
just keep going.
Keep going.
Keep doing it.
Keep going. Yeah.
It gets easy. Promise.
Would you rather live in a cabin in the woods, a penthouse in the city, or a bungalow on the beach?
On the beach.
Bungalow on the beach.
100%.
Yeah.
I have to be near water. I love the beach. Like my actual real life dream in real life, like so my actual major dream, which my daughter who's 6 basically agrees with 100%, is we want a farm, which is going to be a sanctuary for animals. So not just like dogs, which is my number one animal, but all sorts of animals. Any animal that needs a home can come there. And backing onto that is a house with floor to ceiling windows on the beach. I don't know how I'm going to actually make this happen, but she believes it's going to happen, and that's all I want my reality to be. So ultimately on the beach in a bungalow with a farm on the back.
And I think people have been asking us as well, like, oh, are you guys okay because like Charlotte's leaving TLC? We'll probably end up 10 years down the line, both on a beach, neighbours.
In a bungalow.
In a bungalow.
With this animal sanctuary, because her other half loves animals as much as me.
Basically, my partner Jack and Paula were just on about setting up sanctuary together because that was their dream.
That's our dream in life.
Podcasts or music while driving?
Oh, see, that's a hard one.
For me, no. See, for me,
you?
Music, because I get too involved in a podcast and I want to make notes, or I can't focus on driving, so it has to be music.
Fair enough. Mine is both in a way, because podcasts when the kids aren't in the vehicle, music when they are. And I suppose it also depends on my mindset at the time. If I'm feeling pretty angry, I'll probably go music. If I'm feeling pretty like, life's pretty good, I'll pick a podcast. So I think it all depends on your mindset and also who's with you in the car, really.
Basically, the question is, what song do you know every word to? Can you sing it for us now? No, we're not going to subject
We're not going to
you.
sing it, but mine is Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, which is very sad and shows my age.
See, I'm a bit weird. I know all the words to a lot of songs, and it doesn't take me very annoyingly. I can't remember what I have for breakfast each day, but I can tell you and sing all the songs that I've ever listened to. So all the Disney tunes, basically, because I do that. The kids regularly ask me to sing with them. Paula's kids, I mean, not my kids. Don't have any. And then I guess any of that I listen
songs
to,
like that. Disney mainly.
Yeah, complete the sentence. In my fridge, you'll always find. Yeah, for both of us.
Sadly, actually, chicken and broccoli.
Yeah, Paula's fridge is basically just raw meat and veg. That's about it. And there's nothing exciting in oat milk.
Don't come round if you're looking for chocolate and crisps, aren't there?
No, in my fridge, I guess there'll always be salad stuff, but
there's always chocolate biscuits hanging around.
There's always, I call it snacks, like just snacky bits, which is the worst thing ever, but probably cheese.
You are a cheese head.
I am a cheese.
Yeah.
Give me some Mexican chili cheese. That's my life sorted. We're a cheese and biscuits fan. And do you have a voice you only use on the phone? What does it sound like? You so have a telephone voice.
Says you. I think everybody in life has a telephone voice. And if you don't have a telephone voice, then I'm clearly concerned about you, because surely everyone who answers a phone doesn't answer it like, right. No, it's hello, hi, welcome to the Landscape Circle. How can I help?
Yeah. Or even if you're just on the phone for personal, like unless it's family or someone you know really well, you're just, I think it's more reserved.
Hello, Charlotte speaking.
Hello. I've done voiceovers for videos before, and if you listen, our good partners, Nightlux, who are actually at Futurescape
today,
we've been hanging out with them all the time at Futurescape. If you look at their website, their homepage video.
Oh, Charlotte's best telephone voices highlighted on there. Go check it out.
Yeah, it's my voiceover voice, which is very.
Is it nightlux.co.uk?
Yes,
literally go check it out. It's well worth.
Not only is it awesome lighting system, but you can also
Here,
I have had it where someone contacted us about TLC. They said, "Oh, that's you," and I was like, "Yeah,
of course,
that's just me." Serious questions. We've got 15 serious questions. What's at the top of your bucket list?
To get my sanctuary farm. To be rich enough to donate all my time and life to saving animals, namely dogs, orcas, male cows, piglets, anything that's unwanted in life can come and live on my farm with me and my family.
For me, probably get married and having kids. Pretty standard.
She'll realise it's not all that's cracked up.
No, but currently that's like the big dream. I don't know, Ava and Grace and Paula's kids give me a dose of it, don't you worry. I hang out with them often enough, don't I? What has been your highlight of your past year?
What has been my highlight?
Yeah.
2021, what has been the highlight of the year?
I think mine actually would be Futurescape.
Do you think?
Yeah, because personally, like my life's just been ticking on. I've not got married or done my kids
not
thing.
a huge thing.
It's been a lovely year for my family, but like there's not been anything outstanding in it, if that makes sense, or not of significance. That sounds really bad, but I think Futurescape, because it's been really nice to meet members that we haven't seen in person before, speak to people, and generally have a bit of fun.
Yeah, and I feel like actually added to that, not only just at Futurescape, but talking to my members about the changes that are happening and them actually being so supportive and actually, just saying nice things. Makes me want to shed a tear. It's been the great reception, and like today, only day one, someone, a really nice guy, Paul. Hello, Paul. I hope you're listening to this podcast. He just was basically really excited and happy that we've done a podcast at all, and he said it really helped him. Yeah, refreshing conversations and like really, really giving us that feedback that you don't get over the internet. Obviously with the podcast, we hope you guys enjoy it and we can see people are downloading it and things like that, but there's statistics. They're not real people saying you're doing an awesome job, keep going. So sometimes I feel like I'm putting out a load of rubbish on it, and then it takes for someone. It wasn't just him, there's another guy who I spoke to, and he said that he listens to our podcast all the time and finds them really inspiring, and basically saying things that you guys are thinking but don't generally say. So because I think we hear it from our members, like some of our lovely members always talk about the podcasts, but having that, it isn't just like
us creating podcasts that have no significance, no, they've really helped people.
Yeah, that's cool.
So is that your biggest highlight?
It's a real good highlight. I feel happy that people are so supportive, and I know that we're doing the right thing and helping others, really.
What were the 2 biggest choices that got you to where you are today?
Deciding to work for myself and taking the giant leap that I did to do that. And another choice, probably not settling for anything less than I wanted in all aspects of life.
2 biggest choices. It's going to sound really woo, the second one. First one is leaving my job to start TLC with Paula. I think that was a big choice that put me where I am today, because I always thought to have my own business. Check the previous podcast for that. I'm not going to ramble on about that. Second one is really woo, but is being me.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to dye my hair. Ever since I started dyeing my hair colours that I wanted to do, ever since I started wearing the clothes I wanted to wear, not because family or friends, oh, you look nice, but the ones I wanted to wear, which they still say I look nice, they're not like, then that's attracted. We always say, I mean, you attract what you put out there.
Yeah, 100%. And the Charlotte I knew when she came to work for me as an apprentice, when she was only a small young child.
I'm trying to think how many years ago it was. It was like 7?
Something like that, when she was young and small and scared and really unconfident and really not like you see today.
No.
She has changed hugely. And I have had my own journey and changed hugely in a different way as well. But she's right, being herself has made her be who she is today. And
unrecognizable to the old one. Like, you, when you look back, and I'm sure you have the same, you look back and you think, who even is that? What is the one thing you wish you had more time to do?
More time to just do nothing. So just enjoy the present, be present, enjoy the present, and cuddle my dogs, cuddle my children. Yeah, I think that's, and cuddle Mike, obviously.
Yeah, throw him in there. For me, it's probably painting and doing art. I was very arty, and life gets in the way as you get older. I say that as if I'm like ancient.
I know, she's so old.
But
she's in her 20s.
It does though, doesn't it? Like, yeah, I think from looking from the outside, for many people, you have loads of hobbies when you're a kid in your teens, you lose it, and then once kids have grown up and things, you then get those hobbies back. And I think that's something that I want to try and make sure, particularly before I have kids, I don't lose it.
I think it's cool.
Well, that was our Q&A.
Our Q&A and a Futurescape special. And yeah, we're really excited because tomorrow is day 2 of Futurescape. So we're really excited to see more people and chat to people. And yeah.
And thank you to everyone who's visited us.
Yeah,
it's been awesome. It's been awesome to see people and chat and answer in the comments of the social media posts that I'm sure will go out, or message us some of your answers to the Q&A questions, or who you're more like.
Yeah.
Me or Paula.
Oh dear, you'll be left with me soon.
See you next week.
See you later.